Hey, so you guys, I'm here. I'm here to cause chaos. You know, I had bought a new bonnet, so sometimes I'll just be coming on with the bonnet or whatever. And happy Sunday to you guys. It's your boy, the only Shaheen, not from the Wu-Tang Clan, but y'all bought this new bonnet and stuff like that. I'm waiting for a few other people to come in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My voice is kind of deep today. I don't know if that pollen got in my throat, and I'm trying to stay inside as much as I can because I don't want to get sick. You know, I don't want that cold that everybody tends to get when spring coming through. And I see the bees out here doing what they need to do best or whatever. So y'all get in here, share this live. You might not stay, but somebody else might. But yeah, my voice kind of deep because of that. But I just want to say thank you so much for the love. That I know I did not watch the NAACP award show. And I really didn't know it was going to be on. I don't know when it came on. But I had caught a video of the speech that Gabrielle Union and her husband Dwayne Wade made. And it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. The way they spoke with so much conviction, so much love, about the black, about us as black as a whole. And I loved when Gabrielle Union said, "Will we fight for some, or will we fight for all black people?" And I knew where she was going to go with that. I did know, it was subliminal, but subtle, but I knew where she was going with it. And, she talked about the LGBTQIA community and about trans and non-conform, people, being brutally attacked, being killed, and nobody even speaks about it, especially when it comes to black trans women, black trans people as a whole being killed, and it's barely a whisper. I loved how they, especially how Dwayne Wade had said his love letter to Zaya about his role as a father is not to direct and make a version of himself with her, but to be the facilitator for her hopes, her wishes, and her dreams. I ain't say that verbatim. Well, thank you so much for the follow. I'll follow you as soon as I get off this live. Y'all follow me, I'll follow back, of course. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful what he said, and he said he thanks her for making him, see, making a better communicator, to listen with not just his mouth, and with his two eyes, his two ears, to, showing unconditional, a conditional love, what it looks like. We needed to hear that. We needed to hear that because on a daily, and I still deal with as a cisgender gay male on a daily, black at that, and I'm not just black then gay, I'm black and gay at the same time, and dealing with that on a daily. And we already have so many people that choose to be ignorant, choose to be stubborn, and be like, no, I don't fuck with that, I this and that. We still get that. It's so much hate, that's going on. And it's good to have people who are not just advocating just for, certain things. They're pick and chooses. It's either it's just all of us or none of us. We still black. For the black community, I'm saying, we're still black. Just because you're heterosexual and I'm not, doesn't mean that I'm not black. So I just love it. It was so deep. Y'all, if y'all have not seen their award speech, please go see it. The NAACP, my bad, NAACP award show. It was so beautiful, y'all. It was so beautiful. Y'all share this live. Come up in here. Don't be afraid to comment. I mean, how y'all felt about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade award speech? And we already know the comments. It's gonna be full of people that just want to spread hate or spread rumors and lies just because they are miserable. And it's okay to have your own opinion, but when you're coming from a place of hate, from a place of you don't want to see this person doesn't matter because you don't agree with their lifestyle, is crazy. You know, so you rather see this person, or there's some people that say that okay, you could be gay, but if you act on it, don't bring that around me. You're still homophobic. You know, just because you say you have gay friends, don't mean you're not homophobic. Okay, it's like that's what we're saying. It correlates. It's a choice to be homosexual, but it's not a choice to be a skin color or whatever. And you go have this debate or argument with a heterosexual and me being gay, for example, me having an argument with them. No, it was a choice to be. It was a choice for you to be gay, but it wasn't a choice for me to be. I was born heterosexual. Then when the same thing applies to me. You know, and I don't want to go too deep into that, but I just want to make some examples. You know, and just keep the topic on talking about that. Talking about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's not acceptance, but I guess it could be acceptance speech because they did win an award. I think it was a President's Award or something like that. Y'all don't take it verbatim because I still got to look more into it and then watch the whole show as well. But it was beautiful. For y'all just joining, I'm talking about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. Their speech, it was so beautiful, it was so heartfelt. And it was comments talking about Gabrielle Union coming off as how she acts. But that's her personality anyway. That's how she acts anyway. So it's beautiful. It's still the message. Will we fight for some or will we fight for all black people? All black lives matter, regardless of sexual orientation. I mean, what's hard to understand about that? Because I'm still going to be fighting, if I march or if I'm speaking about it, I'm still fighting for all black lives. It doesn't matter to me you're heterosexual. It doesn't matter to me what you do in your bedroom. All that matters to you is you as a person. You're still human to me. You're still my black sister, my black brother. That's the main thing. That's the only thing that matters to me. As long as you happy, as long as you ain't killing nobody, only unless you're doing it for defense, like, come on now. That's when a lot of them have to make it make sense. And then at the end of the day, which is so simple, why does it matter to you what another person does in their bedroom? And please, let's not go to talking about the kids. Let's please not even go into talking about that, because there was so many comments about their speech talking about child perversion and all that type of stuff. The only way people that follow Boosie, like some stuff I can agree with him on, and some things it's like, what are we talking about? The only reason they worry about it because they feel like they're gonna help her get a sex change or sign on the dotted line for her to have a sex change, even though that's not none of our business. At the end of the day, even though that's not none of our business, because they're still in certain states, that will allow for minors to get married, long as the parents agree, and then the judicial court agrees or something like that. Long as they sign off on it, then they can. But I do understand that. Okay, maybe allow for her to get to a more age where she could just make sure, that's what she wants to do. Or she could still be trans and still not have the SRS surgery. So I understand that part. Yes, I understand it. But I'm not going to hate them. I'm not going to be like, oh, you trying to groom me. I'll try to do all that. Even if they were, it would be the same thing applying for Boosie, or people that are like how Boosie. No, we all have watched. If we have not watched or watched Vlad or his interviews on Breakfast Club and all this type of stuff, creating this just hateful narrative, mostly. Like, come on now, let's just get it together. Either we're gonna fight for some, or we're gonna fight for all black people, because we all matter in our community. In our community as a whole, regardless of sexual orientation. And we did not create the divide. We did not create the divide, honey. We never. And they talk about this agenda. When have we ever had that much power? Like, they think, people that get uncomfortable, especially the cis hetero men, get uncomfortable around us. You shouldn't. You should be comfortable in your own sexuality to be like, okay, I still see him as human. Whatever he do, it's his business. That doesn't bother me. They feel like that because if you feel like you could be turned anything, it's already in you. It's already in you. You don't have to go every day. Every time a trans person coming around or a gay person come around, you ain't gotta be like, I'm not with that gay shit. They will already know for the most part. I don't want to, just say everybody because all of us don't think the same. Some of us have such child trauma and be probably thinking like, okay, just because he don't be like, ugh, or this and that, maybe he do like me. No, some of it, some people may get the wrong message, and then, straight guy, whether he's black or white or whatever, could be like, no, I'm not gay, but I don't hate you because you are homosexual. Just be like that. Just, it's okay to be cool. It's okay to be, friends with each other. I mean, real like friends, or be really just cool. Because we have coworkers who are, I know you have coworkers who are gay, trans, and all that. Just be like, okay, I know, I'm not. All right. So like I said, most of them will tell, that they're. Oh, okay. Okay. Most of them be able to tell. Um, but it's nothing to be kind to other people, regardless of their sexual orientation. That's what I'm saying. Y'all come up here and share this live, and thank you so much for the ones that's still here. Like I said, I'm gonna follow y'all. So follow you as soon as I get off this live, honey. Yes. And I was supposed to come on live yesterday, but I didn't want to come on live with my hair not being done, and my hair is done. It's just them dreads. Them dreads, honey. But yeah, if y'all have not seen Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's speech on the NAACP award show, please go watch that. Hopefully it'll open a lot of people's eyes, make them think, okay, and make it comfortable. And if you are a parent and you have kids and you suspect that he or she may be queer, please just think about creating a safe space for them to express themselves. Please create a safe space for your child to express his or herself. Hold on. Whoop. And no, parents don't have to agree with every single thing their child does, but to love them regardless. Like I said, as long as they ain't trying to be like Michael Myers or Jason, okay, that should be common sense. Be like, and it's like to have like a firm hand. A lot of parents, like especially in the South, believe that their child to be to have fear of them, not treat them as an individual. A lot of parents down here do treat their child like their child is beneath them. Like when they say your child should not be here with you, but your child shouldn't be beneath you. They're still an individual. They're still their own person. A lot of parents believe, in general, I would say, a lot of parents in general, I don't know the percentage, but I do see it often, that they believe that their child belongs to them, that they own their child, meaning that they tell them what their future going to be like, get mad at them for not making decisions that they don't agree with, making them decisions. That's not anybody's place, really. The thing is about this is that you don't have to agree with everything or agree with every decision or agree with my lifestyle, but respect it. A lot of parents don't know boundaries, that you can't have boundaries. They for the sake of it being like, I ain't my child's friend, I ain't that type of thing. That's not one. That's not it. And there's a lot of people not gonna really be like, you don't have. Do you have kids? And then try to use that against you. No, I don't. I don't have kids. but I was a child once. And I wish that a lot of things would have been different. Could have spoken to my parent or parents about things, that, they may have not known. But if she, he or she, had gay friends, they could have spoken to. But there's still the era of, I guess, like Erykah Badu said, my cousin was telling me, of knowing or trying to understand. Long as that you coming from a place of trying to understand, because you may never have had experience or even a thought of, the same sex, or had those feelings. It maybe have been just a phase for you if you did, which is fine. But to understand, try to understand the other person's place. I know it may seem like I'm talking everywhere, but I'm making a point. To try to understand where they're coming from. Just create that safe space for your children, your child. And I was gonna ask a question too, to express themselves to you, not coming from a place of, religion. I would say, because that is the biggest divide, I feel. You know, place of the, yes, please don't. Because, a lot of stuff take with a grain of salt. A lot of it, I don't really take literal. But I'm just saying, like, coming from a place of love, really, or trying to understand how they feel. No, they shouldn't be having sex. No. But it's a lot of people believe that just with homosexuality, it's just lust based. It's just, y'all want to just be like rabbits. Maybe at a certain age, yeah, I mean, that's normal. But no, not meaning that y'all should let your kids go out there having sex. But if they reach a certain age, and we all been children at one point, to a certain age of, like, you 13, 14, or whenever your puberty hits, for you to have that birds and the bees talk, to have that. And that's another thing a lot of parents don't know. Do I talk about the birds and the bees with my child because he or she is queer? Yes. They're going to find out anyway. With how technology is, they is going to find out. Ain't nothing you can hide from your child now. Ain't nothing. You will want to be the first one. I'm sure you will want to be the first person that they talk to this about. You don't want to be, like I see most parents afraid to talk to your child just because they're queer about the birds and the bees, about sexual things, because it's going to happen. They're going to grow up. They're going to reach, reach puberty. To have just make it, create a safe space. Hey, honey. I know, right? I'm up here talking about parents and, their children. If their children, is queer and they found out, create that safe space for them to express themselves without coming in. This is what the Bible say. Don't know. Okay. I'm going to say this. When you are queer, it's a lot of time you are brought up, and a lot of times in the South, a lot of us are Baptists. And if y'all from the South, Mississippi or Atlanta or whatever, you know exactly what I mean. You really taught that you're going to hell. You're already taught that. So you're already taught to, I'm going to hell, so I got to keep, what's wrong with me? I'm not normal. I'm not this, I'm not that. If I talk to, who do I talk to? Because my parents, they have gay friends, and you might not even know the term at that age, because I remember I was 10. I'm like, what do I do with this? How do I even come to? Because I don't know. I don't even know what to call it at that age. Yes, and it's a lot of people that don't think like, a lot of parents that don't think like that, and it's a lot of parents that debate me or try to argue me down that you don't know, you don't have kids. Yes, but I was a child once. We all were children at one point. We didn't just come out grown. So that's when you have to let them know, baby, I was a child once. And if I had these conversations, I probably would turn out completely different. Not meaning bad, not meaning good, but just been able to embrace myself long before, long before I did. These conversations need to be had regardless of your religion, because you gonna love your child regardless. You know, you don't have to agree with everything or every choice that they make, but create a safe space that baby, I'm still gonna love you. I'm still going to be there for you. I'm just here. I want to want you to be happy. And then before you came in, tea on top. I was talking about no, they shouldn't have sex. You know, but they're gonna reach we all have reached puberty when it start coming like, ooh, everybody had probably snuck in their parents' room if they had a lit CD or a tape or something like that, or a magazine. But I wasn't on that magazine stuff. I was like, I gotta see what's going on. They're going to find out, especially with technology. That's technology now. They're going to find out. You would rather be the first one, the very first person to talk to your child about sex, the birds and the bees. Just because they're queer doesn't mean you can't have the birds and the bees conversation. Maybe it may come out like bees and bees, or the bee and bee conversation. Because I'm thinking, I used to think like the birds and the bees because they're opposite that conversation. Maybe we're talking about the bees and the bees or the birds and the birds, conversation, because they're gonna find out. But you want to be the first one, just like a woman and her daughter doesn't, she don't want her daughter going to school and learning how to write from the front to the back from no other girl, from the girls, because they ain't gonna know what they're talking about. You want to be the first one. You want to be the first one, and maybe not today, because I'm going to continuously have these conversations, talking about homosexuality and heterosexuality. I'm gonna continue because until to do my part, even if I don't march or even if I don't do these things, I'm still going to use my voice and my platform to speak and touch someone, even if it's one or two people. Not trying to change nobody, but I'm just trying to be like, your child is a human. When they grow up, they're still going to be a human, regardless of their sexual orientation. You don't want to be your child first bully or first enemy. Think about it. It's so many kids attempted suicide because of that. They get bullied at school. When they come home, they got to hear it from their parents as well. That was just like me. That was just like me. Even though I don't speak about it, I try to not to dwell on certain things. But there were times where I, thought about suicide or even tried to attempt, because it was too much hate going on. It was too much. And I don't, I don't have friends now. I've done a lot by myself, because I didn't really trust people. It was a lot of child trauma I had to deal with, and a lot of times the friendships was one-sided. I was their friend, but they weren't mine. That type deal. And I was like, no, I can't do this. I can't. Either you're my friend too, or we're not friends at all. Because of a lot of times, they will be real like selfish. Like they'll talk about their man to me, but never ask me about if I'm dating or trying to set me up or being a friend to me, or you ain't just using me to, quote unquote, the stereotypical that goes on. We all know, and that's not fair. That's not fair to anybody. Hey, y'all guys, come in and share this live. So yeah, I didn't really have friends to go to, and then I knew that I was different. I just didn't know what to call it, But I knew that I liked guys. I knew. Hey, what's up, Sierra Smith? How are you doing, honey? If you're not already following me, follow me. I'll definitely follow back as soon as I get out this live. But I'm talking about homosexuality and heterosexuality, about parents and their kids. I ain't trying to tell people how to raise their kids or nothing like that. But there's really no but it's like just try to be more open with your kids. Thank you so much. Open and allow your friend, your children to express themselves. Feel safe enough to do that with you. Because you don't want them to find out from anybody else. You don't want to. A lot of parents, a lot of parents don't really care, that their child be like, oh, when they grow up, they be like, she was like a second mom to me. A lot of parents do take pride in being like, ain't no second mom, ain't no, I was, type deal. But you don't want them to hear from another adult. They're able to express their feelings to another adult other than their own parent. Because it's gonna happen. I mean, it happened to me. It happened to me. If they're gonna be talking to someone, and then you are not your child's only influence. That's very true. You're not. They're gonna go out into the world, and they're gonna find it some way. And a lot of times they're gonna find it, try to find love and validation from the wrong people. That happens a lot. I mean, that happened to me. I'm speaking from a place of experience. Hey, love, how are you doing, honey? Yes, I'm speaking from a place of experience. That's why I come up here on my platform and talk about these things, because I want to help open people's hearts, help open people to see, like, okay, maybe I can try to be more this way to my child, or this way to my friend, because these are my personal experiences. Hey, what's up? Violence. Y'all, I ain't got my glasses. Y'all gotta bear with me. Hello, follow me if you're not already following me. Go ahead. You missing out, honey. And share this live as well. And I appreciate it, honey. That these are my experiences. I've dealt with that from my parents. Had knew. And here's the thing: a lot of parents be knowing, or if it's probably all parents know that their child are not knowing that they're gay, but knowing that they are queer, or they're probably going to be homosexual when they grow up. Am I right or wrong? Look at you being a host and shit. I know. I am being chaotic. I'm still here to cause chaos, though. Don't y'all forget. I'm still here to cause chaos. But today is Sunday. I'm trying to, be in the spirit, honey, to talk about these things. And not be petty today. Unless a troll come up in here and try to mess with me, I'll read their ass real fast. But I'm trying to be good today. I'm trying to be good. But yeah, I'm telling my experiences, just trying to open people's hearts, just to be like, okay, don't take it as someone trying to tell you how to raise your child. But no parent is perfect neither. Sometimes it takes some outside person. They may not have kids, but they was a kid once. We've all been kids once. And then a lot of adults now is talking about, okay, I see some things that my parents, especially black, I'm talking to the black community, see our parents wish they could have been able to let me talk to them more about these certain things, and then I would have been better at this. We all do. I don't know people that don't. Wish that their parent were allow them to, be able to express themselves so they could blossom this way. Because a lot of us are dealing with child trauma, and our relationships are this way because we have these trust issues. We have this, addiction, because we are battling ourselves, battling with our parents. And then a lot of times, I ain't trying to fault our parents, because they only doing what they were taught from theirs. And that doesn't mean that they're right. Like, just like saying how we was disciplined, or we was whipped with this, or we was whipped with that. And a lot of times, our parents didn't know the difference between just discipline and or whooping and abuse, or discipline and abuse. Be like, they be like, well, these kids weak nowadays. I'm fine. My parent did all this to me. That doesn't mean that it was okay, because now you are hot. You got this much anger and rage. Just see how you are. See how your relationship is with your parent, and then the arguments you have. It gets chaotic, because this stuff that you had to repress, you had to hold in for you ain't want to be disrespectful to them because you already know they was gonna hit you with something. They was gonna throw a pen. They was gonna throw whatever it was. And that doesn't mean that it was right neither. They didn't really know. They didn't really. That's why I try to be careful with how I say things, but I still say what the hell is on my mind because this is true. A lot of people don't talk about it. They be like, these kids are weak nowadays. When we were growing up, we got whooping with this. Getting whooped with, I'm gonna be just totally honest. Getting whooped with a stitcher cord is abuse. Whooped with a damn stitcher cord is abuse. Okay? And a lot of people don't want to say that. You're getting out the shower and they coming in to whip you with a stitcher cord. It don't take all that. It really don't. Hello, hey love. I was surprised with my son, but mainly because he's young. I didn't even know he had crushes yet. Yeah, they will start young if you still in the building, Scarlett. Are you still here, honey? Are you still here? Are you still here? I don't know what that means, Violence, that down sign and the person in the middle, and unless that means love or something. I don't know. I'm still be learning some of this stuff too. Ooh, I feel like I'm so old. Hey, cuzzo. Yes. And can y'all share this live as well? We need to get some more people up in here. Thank you so much for the love. And hey, I'm happy you're still here. And y'all know I'm not coming from a place of malice or coming from a place of like I know every damn thing, because I don't. And I don't want to know everything because I like mystery. I like to find out this type of stuff and stuff like that. And I'm a person that can be checked too. Be like, no, the only Shaheem, no. But for something that I'm real passionate about, because this can't nobody really say that I'm wrong about it, because we all have felt like, do you love me or do you hate me? Because a lot of times with our parents, the punishment did not fit the crime. All I said was no. We said, say no, you didn't say no ma'am, or you didn't say no sir. Coming in with a stitcher cord, or coming in to slap me or something like that, it did not fit that. All it really took was you to stare at me, and I'd be like, no ma'am, I'm sorry. And a lot of people don't want to talk about that. So, when you having arguments, or some people are still that fearful of their parents, and I don't feel like you should ever be fearful of your parents. That overshadows the love that they have for you. To me, that overshadows, like, do you love me or do you hate me? Do you really love me or do you really hate me? Because you shouldn't be going through that. Now, we always hear that, the difference between how white people discipline their kids versus how black people discipline their kids. None of us have it completely right. To be honest, none of us do. Because maybe for them, a spanking. But then we know how some of that goes. They go in, cussing their parent out and stuff from the black. I'm say blacks. You whip them with a stitcher cord and they go in, they just like this, that it got to be a balance, and it really got to fit the crime. It's a lot of things you could do different, because like I said, no, I'm not a parent, but I was a child once. That's why I feel like I can't speak on these things, because I wish I would have been more vibrant in school. A lot of things I took in school growing up, how I was treated, being bullied, I wouldn't have took. No, I wasn't no weak ass bitch. It took me a while to come into my own and be like, bitch, if you want to fight, what's up? It took too long. It took too long for me to be like, this is me. If you don't like it, I don't give a damn. It took too long. That's why I talk about this stuff. It took too long for me to embrace myself. I should have been, able to embrace myself and love myself and know. Good afternoon, honey. Good afternoon. Share this live, please. And thank you. More people need to come and hear this. It took too long. That's why I be telling parents, or try to, use my platform to let parents know. No, you don't have to agree. But please agree with every single thing your child do. Or, give them time, all that. Okay, I don't want to go too deep into it. But create the safe space so they can be vibrant. Let them know, and you be the first person to give them validation. that they're beautiful. That no matter what anybody say to you, remember this. Remember that I love you. Remember that this. I love you. Unconditionally, I love you. That's why I was so. I was. It made me tear up watching Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. That's what unconditional love looked like. They did not say that they agree with every decision or everything, every decision, but they did not say, they didn't say that. It's a lot of people that fear for their child because they feel that she's gonna have the SRS surgery, that she's gonna, cut off her piece before she's like 18. No, no, and then, like I said, it may not be correlated, but it does make sense. If they decide to, the parents decide to, and it might be in other states. I don't know about all states, but I know there are some states that will let a parent, make that decision. But like I was saying, like that, just like when if minors decide to, they want to get married, like 16, I guess 15 to 16 on up, depending on the state, the parent can sign off on it. Then you be like, oh yo, but I don't know. It's still people I know that be like, no, your child, they're too young. And under certain circumstances, especially if they're a heterosexual couple, if the girl gets pregnant, then there may be another reason why they sign off. But come on, we just gotta speak with clarity, make it make sense. That no, I wouldn't personally, but I wouldn't hate them for it. If they did sign off on her wanting to have the sex change, I wouldn't hate them for it. But I do agree heavily that maybe they should allow her to wait, let her at least wait till she's 18, or 21 or something like that. So it's just anything, but it's like anything that has to do with, and I know y'all, I ain't trying to stay on here too long because I know y'all got things to do. It should have been way more than that in the building. But I'm gonna stay on for probably, I would say, 2 more minutes. I've been on here with 37 minutes, y'all. My bad. No, F that. F that. It's not my bad. Because this is deep. But yeah. Should wait for a little while for her to, just be, and just, she reached that level. I think she's 15, if I'm not mistaken. I wanted to ask that question, but I'm gonna ask that on a different one. Like, I'm gonna ask it here too. Like, how do y'all feel on, even though your child is queer, what age should they date? Should it be like 10 and y'all, not 10, 15 and y'all chaperone? So I'm gonna ask that question here, but we ain't gotta address it. But I'm gonna ask it on another live. So yeah, I feel like that. I feel like they should. She should only make that decision when she's 18. If she wants to keep her peace or not. So I do agree with that. But I'm not coming from a place of hate or malice. If she asks them how they feel about it and they decide to go through, I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna be like, I hate y'all. Why do y'all do? No, I'm not gonna do that. And they'll be like, of course, because you're homosexual. No, because I'm a person. I'm a person that is not, spreading hate or trying to be hateful or trying to make them feel less than because they made that decision. And because it's a lot of gay men that are transphobic, regardless of age, they are transphobic and they don't even understand. And there's some things I need to, I'm still researching, trying to understand, so I won't offend, anybody. So yeah. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get off here. I just want y'all, if y'all have not seen the NAACP award show, primarily for Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's speech that was filled with love, please go watch that. If you have kids that are, or you suspect that they are queer, please, create a room, create a safe space for them to talk to you about it, please, because you don't want your child to go through depression and to, you know, attempt suicide or have thoughts of suicide because they fear that you don't you hate that you hate gay people. You just hate the gays. You hate homosexuality because you know it's not good. I was that child once, and I don't want to see kids go through that. You know, that it's unfair. It's not right. So please do that. So I'm finna get off here. Please follow me if you have not already followed me, and I'll follow you back. And have a good Sunday, you guys. All right now.